Hi, I'm Debbie Ingram, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor of Vermont. I'm a Democrat. I'm also a state senator from Chittenden County, but there are 13 other counties in Vermont, all of them very interesting, all of them with great things going on and wonderful people. And so I'm going to spend the next 14 weeks looking at all of these different counties and interviewing people, giving you some facts and statistics about what's going on in those counties, telling you about fun things to do and ways that they have contributed to the history of Vermont. So please join us for this journey. We'll release a new one every week on social media and my website, and I think it's going to be interesting. Also, please consider voting for me. I can bring this energy and this love of people to the office of Lieutenant Governor. Thanks. If we look at data that pertains to each county, the issues that I'm particularly interested in, I think we see some interesting things. Addison County, for instance, has a little over 36,000 in population. It has 5.6% non-white population, which is very much in keeping with Vermont's 5.8. It has slightly lower poverty level, which is good, 8.9% compared to the state's at 11%. The family income is slightly higher, but the housing costs are also higher than the Vermont average, the Vermont median. So that points out the problems with affordability of housing. And then Addison County actually has the most farms of any county in the state, has over 10% of the state's farms. So that's just a snapshot by the numbers of Addison County.
We talk about sustainability now, but agriculture has always been good stewards of the resources because you want to make the place better than what you found it, and maybe our industrial ag, well, that's all in a definition, I guess. So maybe that has tended to take us in a direction that we're seeing some of the consequences of right now. We certainly have an efficient system to produce, but how resilient it is the next question.
Right, exactly, yeah.
We're going to have to address this as a society as we come out of this pandemic. So, and that's going to take a long time, and we're going to be different, and here's a wonderful opportunity to make some change.
Well, as I mentioned to you, I grew up in a farming area, and my family were farmers too. And I've always just admired farming and farmers so much because it is such hard work, and so much is beyond your control, and you really have to be resourceful and resilient. The history of Addison County is very rich, especially around the abolitionist movement. In Ferrisburgh is located the Rokeby Museum, which originally was a merino sheep farm and home to 4 generations of a family called the Robinsons. And they were Quakers and farmers and abolitionists, artists, authors. And they were a spot on the Underground Railroad. In fact, there's a great exhibition of 2 fugitives from slavery named Jesse and Simon, who found a safe haven there and then were able to do paid labor on the farm. And it's really a great monument to this rich history of Vermont in favoring the abolition of slavery and freedom for all people. One of the things that I like to do when I'm in Addison County is head to the Robert Frost Interpretive Trail that is in Ripton. And it's a wonderful trail. It's a little over a mile. It's hiking and walking. It's also accessible to folks living with disabilities, which I think is terrific. And you go through these very pretty bucolic scenes, and there are plaques with quotes from Robert Frost poems. Things like "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening" and "The Road Not Taken." And it really is just lovely and peaceful. It ends in a field where there are blueberries and huckleberries. There's a picnic area nearby. So I highly recommend it. It's really a lovely, lovely spot.
Today is First Responder Appreciation Day. which is pretty exciting for us. Last night, I believe, was our 44th Clang and Bang parade. We have been parading around the city every night at 7 o'clock since we went into lockdown. And it's a great way for people to let off a little steam, relieve some stress, and maybe just have a simple good time. 7 minutes of fun is pretty amazing. And I get a little emotional each and every night that we go out, because there are kids who are happy and who are smiling. People come out on their porches and wave, and we make a lot of noise and we bring a lot of smiles.
Well, that's it for this week. Thank you for coming along for the ride. And please remember, fill out your census form. It's very important to Vermont. Also, remember to vote in the Democratic primary. The election day is August 11th. Ballots will be available by mail as early as June 26th. So you can send in a request. You can go to your town clerk to request a ballot or fill in a ballot there, or you can show up on election day at the polls, August 11th. Please vote for me, Debbie Ingram. Thanks very much.